Our next segment is called People of God. In it, we'll hear from Catholics from around the world about a grace-filled moment that changed their lives. Today on People of God, we're talking on Skype with Melissa Cedillo. Melissa lives in Washington, D.C. and is a fellow with WATER, the Women's Alliance for Theology, Ethics, and Ritual, where, according to her, she does a little of everything. Welcome to the show, Melissa.
Hi.
Nice to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
You converted to Catholicism when you were in high school. Can you tell us a little bit about what drew you first to the faith?
Yeah, so I think the first part was just the way that my teachers were living out their life, I think was very inspirational. And the more I asked questions about it, the more they explained that it was rooted in their idea of faith. And I think as I sat in a lot of those classes and kind of discerned and wrestled with a lot of those questions, I really was just drawn to the intellectual portion of it, but also watching the way my teachers were living out their lives was also really inspirational, and I wanted to be a part of that.
What was it like receiving the sacraments for the first time? What was the whole process like for you?
It was incredibly intimate and beautiful, and I think, like I said, it was the intellectual part that drew me into the church. And so I think that moment of receiving the oil and knowing that my sponsor had gone through the same thing and we both had chose to be there, and it was just such a beautiful moment, and all of my family was there and my friends were there, and it was this idea of being in communion, and it was this idea of everything I have learned coming to life, and it was so special.
So would you say that you experienced God mainly through relationships? Is that right?
Oh yeah, I mean, the nerd in me feels it when I'm in the classroom and I'm really diving into theology and we're going back and forth and I'm hearing those perspectives, but also that relationship, like I said, with my sponsor in the sacraments. But yeah, definitely in the relationships in my life, I really see that.
Well, now that you're out of college and in your first job with WATER, how do you hold on to those sort of initial moments, the kind of really powerful moments to take you through day-to-day life? What do you have any advice to people?
For me, I think the one word that comes to mind is humor. I really imagine God in sort of a comedian, sort of that motherly notion where your mom knows you best and is usually right if you just listen to her in the first place, but you think you know better type thing.
That's a great image of God. So kind of a playful God that is kind of willing to let Melissa kind of do something wrong, but then forgive her and maybe kind of laugh about it with you. Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's at least what I feel. I usually, when something happens, I kind of smirk and I'm like, I know, I'm not in control, and I tried again, and I'm sorry, I should have listened.
Well, it's great because, I mean, that's the way Jesus was with the disciples. I mean, he's putting up with the disciples, you know, as we all do, making mistakes and always forgiving them. So that's a great image of God. I just want to thank you for being with us, and we hope everything goes well with you at WATER.
Of course, thank you so much.
So thanks again to Melissa for sharing her story and her faith with us today. If you have a story to share about a moment God touched your life, send us an email at fifshow@americamedia.org. Thank you for watching Faith in Focus. You can find more videos like this on our YouTube channel, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. To learn more about how you can have your story featured on the show, visit americamag.org/faithshow.